Hi guys, and welcome to Premier Prediction Week 27, and we start with the 12:30 kickoff, which is Manchester United versus Bournemouth. Obviously, Manchester United winning the Capital One Cup last week, they'll be growing in confidence. Hopefully, they can, in their eyes, they can kick on to their season now, get a good run in the FA Cup. Obviously, they've got Chelsea, and then it depends how they get after that. So that they'll hopefully they'll want to build on winning the cup last week and getting into the top four and possibly winning the FA Cup as well. They have looked strong since we've come up after Christmas. They've gone into some recent form. I don't think they've lost in about 13 or 12 games, to tell you the truth. So credit where it's due to Manchester United. And obviously we know what Bournemouth can do. They'll cause problems, and they'll cause a few threats at goal. But I do think that Manchester United will see it through. I'm going to go Manchester United 2, Bournemouth 1. We then go to the 3 o'clock kickoffs, and we start with West Bromwich Albion versus Crystal Palace. Obviously, it's Tony Pulis going back to Crystal Palace, or to say Crystal Palace coming to the Hawthorn. So it's Tony Pulis against his old former club. Not really looking forward to this one, to tell you the truth. As I say, two teams that don't really attack. They're more defensive kind of team, especially Tony Pulis kind of team. So for this game, I'm going to go West Bromwich Albion 1, Crystal Palace 1. We then have Swansea versus Burnley, two teams down the bottom, and for once, I'm going to give a team that's down the bottom 3 points in these crucial points when I say that you need 3 points out of these games. I just feel that even though, yes, they're away from home, I just feel that Burnley are the stronger side to Swansea. So for that, I'm going to go Swansea 0, Burnley 2. We then have Watford versus Southampton. Obviously, Watford last week against Manchester United in the Capital One Cup. I thought they were the better side actually than Manchester United. They were very unlucky not to lose. But as I said about Manchester United, they've been in good recent form. And obviously they've got the world class striker, in Zlatan. So I think that Southampton will feel themselves a little bit hard done by, to be honest. But you've just got to kick on now, and get on with it. Playing against Watford this weekend, I'd expect, from what I saw last week against Southampton, I'd expect them to win this game. I wouldn't say quite comfortably, but I do think they will win it. I'm going to go Watford 1, Southampton 2. We then have Leicester versus Hull, and I did forget to mention last week, which was terrible. I did leave it in the comment section below, I think. Or if I didn't, I do apologise to Leicester fans about not talking about Claudio Ranieri getting sacked 2 weeks ago. So I do apologise that I didn't mention that last week. But as I said, I was in a massive rush last week, so I'm taking my time a little bit more this week. I do apologise to Leicester fans for not saying that. So let's go on to that situation. They sacked Claudio Ranieri, and then they went on and beat Liverpool 3-1 on Monday. I didn't watch the game, but apparently Liverpool were all over the place, and Leicester were all fired up. And was that due to the fact that he'd been sacked and they were pissed off with the board and they were trying to stick up for him? Don't know. Or was it something that he was doing in the team that was not getting them playing? And once he'd gone and they'd had a new tactic, they went out and was like Leicester last season. They were running at teams, and obviously they beat Liverpool 3-1. So I don't know what that situation was last week, but we'll see going into this game for tomorrow. Going on from the game that they did have last week, even though I didn't watch it, I'm going on other people's feedback a little bit here. And from what I've seen of Hull this season, even though I did say that Hull have improved since Marco Silva's been there, I do think that Leicester will win this game. We're going to go Leicester 2, Hull 0. But as I did say, I might have maybe mucked up a little bit there on that prediction, because even though they did beat Liverpool last week, they might get a bit carried away. And also, as I said, Hull have improved since they've had that new manager. So maybe I've made a bit of a rash decision there, but we'll see how that turns out. We then have Stoke versus Middlesbrough, and again, I've spoken about Middlesbrough this season. I've been quite impressed with them. Stoke not so impressive. I do think Borough will nudge it, even though they're away from home. I'm going to go Stoke 1, Middlesbrough 2. We then do go to the 5:30 kickoff, which is Liverpool versus Arsenal. Obviously, we just spoke about Liverpool getting beat to Leicester 3-1. So obviously, coming back at Anfield, they'll want to make it up to their fans. And obviously against Arsenal who haven't played for 2 weeks now, When they last played, they did beat Hull, but then they did lose to Bayern Munich. So it's hard. So actually, the last time Arsenal played in the Premier League was Hull, because we did play. The last time we did play was Sutton in the FA Cup, but I want to make that clear. Last time we played in the Premier League, it was Hull. So yeah, Arsenal haven't played for about a week. Liverpool obviously losing to Leicester on Monday. Want to make it up to the fans, I presume. So obviously, I'm praying to God, Arsenal will be up for this game. And all this speculation going on about Arsene Wenger as well. Is he going to be at Arsenal next season? He says that he's not ready to retire, but he doesn't know if it's going to be at Arsenal. That's not helping the players at the moment. That's not helping, the club around, especially when you've got these kind of games. So let's just leave those kind of questions to the end of the season. We've got all that to talk about in the summer. It doesn't matter, if he's going to be here, next season. We can talk about that in the summer when there's no football on, because we know 110% Arsene Wenger is going to be here at least till the end of the season. So let's stop this crap about talking who's going to be here next season. Let's just concentrate on the football and nothing else at the moment. Going on to the result, I am going to go Liverpool 1, Arsenal 1. However, there's not many times Arsenal and Liverpool at Anfield have those kind of games. It's usually something stupid like 4-4 or 3-3, 2-2, 5-3, 4-3. So if it's 1-1, we'll see. But I do want to make that clear. It's very, very rare Arsenal and Liverpool at Anfield, have a very low goal scoring game. It's usually something ridiculous, but I don't think I've got the heart for that. So I've gone 1-1. Although I wouldn't mind a 2-1 to Arsenal, to put it in there, but I do think it'd be 1-1. Let's go to the 1:30 kick-off on Sunday now, and we have Spurs versus Everton. I've gone for another lively game there, actually. I'll say another lively game. It's the first lively game I've gone for this weekend. I'm going to go Spurs 2, Everton 2. I just fancy this one to be quite lively. Everton let a lot of goals in, Spurs let a lot of goals in, Spurs score a lot of goals, Everton score a lot of goals. So I thought, you know what, sod it. I'm just going to go Everton 2, Spurs 2, Everton 2. Sod it. We then at 4 o'clock have Sunderland versus Manchester City. Again, Sunderland down the bottom. They'll cause a little bit of problems for Manchester City, but I do expect Manchester City to see that off quite comfortably. I'm going to go Manchester City. All over the place. Sunderland 0, Manchester City 2. And then to wrap up the weekend's fixtures, we have the Monday night football at 8 o'clock. West Ham versus Chelsea. A bit of a derby there. Obviously, we spoke about West Ham this season, and I've told you about Chelsea. I think they've already won the title, and they are the team to beat. Don't think West Ham are going to be the team to beat them. Sorry, West Ham fans. I am going to go West Ham 1, Chelsea 2. So that's been my predictions for this week, guys, and I will see you next week for next week's predictions. Thank you for watching, guys.